Okay, someone again asked me to do some more battles with Dragon Ball Z characters. So I figured I would toss my hat in the ongoing debate that is Cell versus Superman. Now, of course, I'm going to go with Perfect Cell. I'm going to go with the Cell who came back after Gohan punched him, which made him lose one of the androids. He then went to blow himself up, but Goku then transported him to King Kai's dimension, at which point he self-destructed, but one single cell of him survived, and therefore he was able to regenerate fully from that cell based upon the ability that he has from Piccolo. He was able to survive in any war due to the ability that he has for Frieza, and he came back stronger due to his Saiyan bloodline. Take down, of course, Superman. Now, in this scenario, I always go through 9 different criteria: intelligence, fighting ability, strength, speed, durability. This is essentially, how well do you come back from injuries, invulnerability. Energy projection, this is your raw distance, versatility, and X factor. So I get right into this. So I was going with Perfect Cell, or whatever they referred to Perfect Cell when he came back. He's pretty much demented. He went from being a very sophisticated, very calm, cool sort of villain to more of a maniacal sort of villain. Superman, on the other hand, is always calm, cool, and collective. So I got someone who's calm and collected versus somebody who's a raving madman. So I'm going to give the intelligence edge to Superman. Fighting ability, this is Cell. This is entirely Cell. Strength. I've often put Superman at just beyond like a Super Saiyan 2. If Superman tends to not go all out when he does, I would easily put him above a Super Saiyan 2. When Cell came back, he was very close to a Super Saiyan 2. It is still hard to figure out precisely where Gohan measured out at, but I would say he's slightly above. Superman is definitely above. So I'm going to give Superman the advantage here in the strength category. Now this one I know I'm probably going to hear it, but I will give Superman also the advantage in speed. You're probably thinking, well, wait a minute. When you watch Dragon Ball Z characters fight, it's always in almost a constant speed blitz. That is correct. However, when they show most Dragon Ball Z characters moving and fighting, you normally get to hear sonic booms. So that means we're looking at speed of sound. Superman can achieve speed of light, so it makes him a little bit faster. That's not to say Superman is going to flat out own him just off speed alone, but Superman is going to be a hair faster. So at this point in time, Cell's a much better fighter. Superman, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. Durability. Man, this is entirely Cell. Cell can come back from a single cell. They showed Cell getting like half his body blown off by Vegeta, and then it more or less came back super fast. This means he's got a level of regeneration pretty close like Hunter Prey Doomsday. A couple steps below that. Invulnerability. This is how well do you take an overall physical beating. I'm going to give this one to Supes. Here's the main reason why. A lot of Cell's attacks are bludgeoning attacks. And I don't consider ki to be magic. So Superman's going to be able to take a pretty decent amount of damage from what Cell can dish out when it comes to physical attacks, as well as probably some of the ki attacks. And you got somebody who's got a decent amount of speed and a decent amount of, oomph behind his attacks. Almost think he's got a higher level of invulnerability to Cell. Yeah, Cell was taking some really strong measured attacks from people like Vegeta, who at that point in time was a shade below Super Saiyan 2. He hadn't quite fully mastered that form yet. And he was able to take some pretty solid shots. But, someone like Superman, once this fight really gets going, he's going to put in those sort of shots that make someone like Darkseid weak in the knees. Energy projection. Yeah, this is entirely Cell. At range, you can sit there and say, well, Superman's got awesome heat vision, he's got frost breath. Okay. Cell has got the Kamehameha wave. He's got moves, or even if Superman were to hit heat vision, His heat vision is going to be a relatively narrow beam compared to what we're going to see coming off of Cell. Versatility. Man, Cell has got somewhere in the neighborhood of like 40 different sort of distance attacks. Not to mention the fact that he can make little clones of himself. He can do it after image moves, so he can make duplicates of himself. He's got enough other abilities and random things he can throw out that's going to make him really tough to defeat. Not to mention if he actually decides, you know what, maybe I'm going to just use my stinger on Superman, siphon off some of that power. He's got a lot of moves at his disposal. Last one is that X Factor. And this one, you know, we're tied up right now. I'm giving the X Factor to Cell. Here's the main reason why. Cell has to be destroyed entirely. He has to be vaporized at a like molecular level in order to be destroyed. Superman does not have the ability to do that much damage. Some people, I read some different boards like, well, he can just throw him into the sun. Yeah, Frieza can survive in the cold depths of space as well as the sun. Frieza can survive in any environment, so throwing him into the sun isn't really going to do anything. Especially knowing that you're going to throw somebody in the sun who can teleport. Doesn't really help that much. Other people have thrown out the idea that in Superman, Batman, and I want to say it was the Apocalypse storyline, so it was when Superman was trying to get back Supergirl, he was able to vaporize an army of cloned Doomsdays. The key word there is he vaporized an army of cloned Doomsdays. Cloned Doomsdays. So he doesn't have the ability to defeat somebody like Cell. Cell, perfect warrior, absolute epitome when it comes to how you would genetically engineer a warrior. Man, sounds an awful lot like another creature that he fought, who beat him to death. So if these two were to get into a battle, Cell more often than not is going to end up having a very increased power supply after he siphons it off of Superman.